All right. So on today's video, we're gonna cover management and hiring a team, which I'm really looking forward to, diving into because it's such a key element of scaling and going to the next level upon next level. So Mason, kick it off, man. Can't wait to hear.
Yeah, so basically, after you've set up your brand, you've set up your ads, you've set up your store, you're starting to get some sales coming through. Hopefully, you then need to start building out your team, which we let everyone know is so important. Because your team's really going to be everything, and you can't do everything yourself. So you always want to be outsourcing tasks that you're not an expert at to other people that are an expert. And this is all part of becoming basically a CEO and a boss of a company, which can grow to huge levels. So your team is 100% so important. And in this video, we're going to go through the key people you need, especially for a dropshipping store, which is what we're talking about, which can all be hired through Upwork, which is what we use for hiring our team members. So we're going to be talking about who you need and basically how to go ahead and hire them. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. I'll share my screen. So we're over here on Upwork, and we've created an account, and I do all my hiring for my staff through Upwork. It's a great place to find freelancers that work on the internet. Now, one key big thing that you definitely want to stay away from is hiring agencies, because an agency basically has staff of their own that they need to pay. So you're basically hiring another business to work for you, which you don't want. You want to build out your own team, so you've got people that you're actually sort of in control of, and they work for you, and they're basically become your staff, and you're not hiring a company which is trying to actually support their staff inside their company. So you're going to get a lot more thorough job and people that actually care about helping to grow your business if you go down the path of hiring people that are actually your own staff members and not an agency. I've tried a lot of agencies before in the past, and it's always been a big mistake, and I've lost a lot of money doing that. So my whole team now consists of just individual people who work for me and for my brands, and a few of them also have a commission basis set up, so they're incentivized to actually help grow the business as well because it's benefiting them at the same time, which is very important. So yeah, you've got to always look after your staff if you want to get the most out of them as well. So yeah, we're over here on Upwork, and this is where we're going to do all our hiring for our team. So we've set up a client account. So on Upwork, obviously you've got a client account or you've got a freelancer account. A freelancer is obviously if you're the person that's looking for work, and the client account is if you're the person looking to hire someone. So we've set up that account here, and we're going to go through the key people that you're going to need. But just back over to our Shopify brand, which we've been showing you guys. So we launched the ads for that yesterday, and we've had one sale already.
Oh
So this
wow.
is the brand here that we've shown you guys before. We've been just doing some further sort of CRO optimizing here. We've added this uh, amount of people checking out bar, so it gives a bit of confidence that there's actually people buying this product. We've got some reviews here that we've added as well, and we've just been working on the page, just optimizing things. A lot of social proof of the product, and yeah, we launched the ads as we showed you guys, and we've had one sale so far yesterday, as you can see, $79. So we've kicked that off to a start.
Fantastic.
Now, when it comes to hiring your team members, I probably wouldn't suggest you go ahead and do this straight away from the start because really, when you're at a low level like this, you're getting one sale per day or a couple of sales per day, you can probably handle all these tasks yourself, and you don't really have the money yet either to support hiring people because when it's going to start costing you money, but at the same time, it's going to cost you money to hopefully make you more money. So at the beginning, you probably don't need to do this, but once you get to a high level of sales and you're starting to get customer emails coming through, you need to support your customers very well. Make sure you're replying to your customers' emails so you don't end up with people thinking you're a scam business and there's no point of contact there. So it's very important also for the growth of your business to show that you're a real business, you support your customers, you're replying to your emails, and things are being done properly. So let's just say that for this case, we're at about 10 sales per day. We've got emails starting to come through from customers. They might be asking where their order is, or can they change their order, or they want to cancel their order, or stuff like that. For the beginning, you could obviously handle those emails yourself, but once you get to a big scale, like we're getting probably hundreds of emails per day on some of our brands, you're going to need some people that can actually handle this system for you. So probably the first person that I'd look at getting is a VA, which is a virtual assistant. So as you can see, that's the first one on our list here. And we look for virtual assistants, particularly I do in the Philippines. You don't want to be paying a crazy amount of money, and people in the Philippines are happy to work for, what we probably consider in Australia and United States as a cheap price, but for them it's good money. So you can hire a virtual assistant for around probably $10 Australian per hour, and all we'd have to do is basically just post a job on here. So we'd go to post a job, and we'd select long-term project, and this will actually generate it for you with AI, your job post. So virtual. Let me just hit continue. Now, hourly rate, I'd probably put in here between 5 and 10. And we press continue. And this will generate the whole job for us. And basically all we have to do is post this job now. And you'll see that there'll be heaps of virtual assistant people starting to apply for your job. So what they're going to be in charge of doing is basically replying to all your emails that come through from customers. So you'd then basically give them access to your email account and give them access to your Shopify store so they can go back and look at your orders and give the customers some support there about their orders. So that'll be the first person you need. You can start with one. Once you start getting, quite a few, 10 or so orders coming through a day, and it's getting hard for you to manage yourself, you can start hiring your team members to make your business have a very good customer service for your customers. So that'll be the first one that we'd hire. Then we'd look at, obviously you want to be producing more video ads, more image ads for advertising, so you can grow out your advertising campaign and constantly be scaling. So we'd be looking at then getting a video editor and an image editor. And for those, usually, again, we want to outsource to other countries. We don't want to get people in the US and Australia because they're going to be asking for a high level of, large amount of money per hour. And you're going to get the same job, if not better, from people from the Philippines or from India or from Pakistan. So exactly the same thing again. We just post another job. And in this case, we'd look for a video editor or an image editor. And with them, you really want to sort of vet them and make sure that they can do what they say they can do. So I'd get them to send you examples of the jobs that they've done before, so you can have a look at their skill set there. So we've got a VA that can answer our emails. We've got our image and video editors, which is going to help you just get a flow of content constantly coming through and new ads so you can scale your business. The next thing you're going to want is a web developer, because you're probably going to be wanting to constantly make changes on your website if you want to CRO optimize it further. And also you're going to want to have someone there if there's any issues, your site crashes, that you can basically call on to sort that issue out for you fast. So web developer, again, probably India or Philippines as well. Most of the good developers are in India. And again, just ask them to send you samples of the websites they've worked on before, and just vet them and make sure that they can do what they say they can do. So virtual assistant, video editor, image editor, web developer. The next one, which is really important, is a script writer and creative strategist. And this person is going to be in task of sort of producing new scripts for your video ads for you, and handwriting scripts, and also coming up with plans for video ads and image ads that you can then get your editors to create. So for your advertising. So again, Upwork, you can just post a job for that particular person, script writer and creative strategist, and they can be probably from anywhere. I probably wouldn't suggest for that sort of a job you look in Philippines or India. It's probably going to cost you a bit more to do that, but usually good script writers and creative strategists are in places like Russia, Australia as well, US, with really good writing skills. So that task is going to cost you a little bit more for that person, but it's going to be of a major benefit to you, because it's going to make sure that you're producing winning ads that are actually going to bring you in sales and grow your brand. So definitely wouldn't be going down the cheap route with that. And again, make sure you vet these people. You get them to send samples of stuff they've done before. And what that person's then going to do is when they create a new script for you, they'll basically create a plan for a video ad, and you can just forward that onto your video editor, send the video editor all your B rolls that you've got of your product, and they can then produce the ads for you. And all you have to do then is just run your ads on Facebook. And the last one is a media buyer, which is also just as important. Now, with the media buyer, what they're going to be doing, basically setting up your ads on Facebook Ads Manager and scaling your ads as well. So super important because they're really going to be in charge of the growth of your business. They're going to be launching all your ads, unless you wanted to do this all yourself, which you can, but I like to outsource everything because it allows me time to sort of focus on other things that I need to do in the business. And really what we're getting into dropshipping for is to not create ourselves a full-time job here, but to give ourselves freedom. So with the media buyer, my media buyer, I give him actually a percentage. He gets a 10% share of the net profit, and that incentivizes him every month to help to grow the business because he's got a piece of it as well. If you didn't do that, I almost guarantee that that person would be just doing the bare minimum for you. So very important to incentivize your staff with some sort of a commission, so they feel like it's really their business as well, and they're more inclined to help you grow it. So yeah, exactly the same thing with media buyer. Just look on Upwork, post a job for a media buyer. And that was actually the biggest turning point for me with my brands, is when I hired a media buyer, because my media buyer now has created a team within his circle of all the script writers and the creative strategists. And that whole team manages basically all the advertising for the brand. And it leaves me just in charge of, product development and working on the website when I need to, which I also use a web developer for, but it just frees me up a lot of time, and I don't have to worry about it. Obviously, the last one here, which I haven't written, would be the supplier. Now, your supplier is going to be obviously in China if you're drop shipping, and this is absolutely crucial as well because you want someone that you can trust over there, that's going to get you a good quality product and also ship your products to your customers at a good shipping speed to keep your business basically in business, because your customers are happy with they're getting the product fast enough and also the quality is good. So again, with that, you can easily find one through Upwork. You can post a job for someone to basically an agent in China to find your drop shipping supplier. And you'll have heaps of options there. Again, you have to vet them very thoroughly to make sure that you're getting someone that's trustworthy. You've got an open line of communication with them all the time. Check their payment terms. Usually with suppliers in China, you pay them a couple times a week. When you're drop shipping, obviously you don't have to buy inventory and stock up front, but a lot of them too would like to see that you do have some proof of concept and some sales coming through before they're willing to basically buy the stock for you and take that risk. So if you couldn't negotiate with someone to be able to do that at the beginning and just say you had 1 or 2 sales per day, there's still no problem, because you can always still fulfill those orders yourself by using softwares like AutoDS, which is a software which will basically connect your Shopify store to AliExpress. And at the beginning, when you've got a very low level of sales, you can just fulfill your orders direct from AliExpress with the same product. Obviously, you won't have your branding and stuff on the package, but unfortunately, when you're starting, we're trying to do this without investing as much money as possible so we can minimize our risk. That'd be the best way to handle that. After that, you would definitely, once you get to 10 orders per day, get a private supplier, start increasing the product quality, and getting your shipping times a lot faster as well. Now, I just mentioned as well, obviously, inside of the Discord here, we do have our private supplier in there, Gary Zhang, which I've worked for 2 years now, and he's the absolute best. So if you wanted to use him, you can just go over to the product supply tab and submit a ticket, and he'll be in contact with you. Just send him the link to your product, and he'll chat with you and set you up to start sending your products out. So yeah, that's basically a breakdown of all the team members you're going to need. And if you got any questions, just feel free to drop them in the chat.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Mason. Just on those areas, you've got all that you've shared. You know those key roles that you've used. Now, for our Discord members, for anyone that is looking, I guess, for or is struggling to find those areas, find those roles, those teams, they can reach out to us, right?
Yeah, so I just wanted to give everyone the option to, if they wanted to go and find these people all by themselves, they could. But obviously, the whole point of the Discord is an upscale is that we have all of these people that I've just mentioned available to you guys if you wanted to use our team to do it. So everything I went through there, all of these people, there's a tab in each section of the Discord where you can just submit a ticket, and one of those people will get in contact with you. We've already pre-vetted these people; they work for our brands as well, so you can be confident that you're going to get a good job. So it's an all-in-one service inside the Discord there. And yeah, I just wanted to break that down anyway. If you didn't want to go that route, you wanted to build your own team, that would be the way that you'd build out your team.
Awesome. No, I appreciate it, Mason. This is amazing knowledge and value shared on this call to build the team that you need and scale effectively. Thank you.